thing. It's your world.
Okay.
Notification on my phone. Slow hours fashion show starting in 2 hours.
Okay.
You at home. You ain't got nothing to do.
Okay.
Pull up. There's a lot to offer here. Don't be mad.
We back up. I ain't been here in a minute. But we in this B word. What is going on, Chad? We're back. It's been a minute, and we are at the Slow Hours Fashion Show. They are getting prepared for what is about to crack off at 9 p.m. So if you missed it, that is literally your fault because you're supposed to be beating down the door at 9 o'clock. Really, you should be here by 8:30 because that's how serious it is right now. Like, really, yes, you should be outside. So they're setting up right now. That is the music you're hearing in the background. We are on one of their wonderful stages, and I just want to say thank you so much to Mr. Cannon who allowed me to come here today to record because at the end of the day, LA is one of those places where you can meet different creatives, network, and we can all win. And this is one of the places where I feel like this is where we have the opportunity to do that. So shout out to the models, shout out to the stylists, shout out to the vendors that are participating in this event today because it is going to be a great one. And if you don't attend this one, you can come to the next one. There's gonna be tons of them. So if you missed this one, it's okay, boo. It's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. For the Twitch people, thank you so much for being here. We are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Twitch, you name it, we got it. You gotta meet me there, don't meet me there, okay? But we're gonna get started, You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. And make sure you use your big voice. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. What is going on Unfiltered Conversations, family? I am your host, Layla Simone. And today we are here for episode 25 of Unfiltered Conversations. And I have my guest here with me today. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name is Rel, R-A-G-L, a.k.a. BGF.
And don't forget it.
Type shit.
So can you tell me a little bit about what you do? What brought you here today? What are we going to get into?
So basically, I'm a musician at heart. I sing, I rap, I produce, engineer, basically do it all. But basically, I'm in all fields of entertainment. I'm also in the behind the scenes production. I'm a big visionary when it comes to entertainment. And then on the side, I business consult.
Okay.
Yeah, I do a lot of different things. That's basically what I am.
So I love that. So I want to dive deeper into why you are here because not only have you been a creative who makes music, you have also started a female collective as well and worked behind the scenes about that. And we've also started this new partnership and I want to talk about that as well. So we have many endeavors that we're going to hit today. So I hope you guys strap your boots for the ride. We are starting at the beginning, but I need you here to the end, okay? So let's go ahead and let's jump into it. So the beginning, I want to talk about this origin story, who you are and why we are here today. So I want to ask you again about your music. So what was the moment where you realized this wasn't just something that you liked, this was something that you needed to do?
So like my entire life, I consider music as like a focal point. My dad, he grew up rapping in a rap group called the Chrome Domes in high school. My mom, she grew up in the choir. And the choir at the church that she grew up in was actually ran by my great grandfather.
Really?
So basically, when it comes to music and sound and just rhythm, I've been connected and rooted in my family the entire time. So when I got to like high school, really COVID time. COVID gave me a lot of time to, reflect and sit down with myself and see what I really wanted to do. And one thing that gave me not only, I'd say that spurt of energy, but also that sense of direction was music. The main thing for me the entire time, especially during COVID. But ever since then, literally it's just been a consistent thing in my life.
Okay. And then, would you say that growing up in Los Angeles kind of shaped your artistry, and in such ways, how would you explain that?
I'd say so.
He's a busy man.
You gotta have a launch for
You gotta be on time.
But yeah, so I'm from Inglewood, California.
Okay.
But I have moved around LA, Southern California, basically my entire life. I've been on Crenshaw and Slauson, or a little bit close to the Leimert Park area, played basketball in Fremont. Basically just been all
You've been around.
Not like that. Yeah, type
He
shit.
been around, y'all. He don't want to say it like that.
Yeah, but basically with that, I've seen a bunch of different facets of life. I've been given the opportunity to be around a lot of different types of people in the lower class and in the higher class.
Mm-hmm.
With that, it's given me a new sense of how to look at, I'd say SoCal living in general.
Okay.
That's one thing I will say that I like to project into my music all the time. Make sure people know that at the end of the day, there's always that one aspect of how you can look at it, but there's always deeper into the story.
Right.
Once you get into it.
I love that. So I want to ask you, when did you finally make that decision that you were done casually creating music? Now you had a purpose and that you had a direction you were specifically trying to go down.
For me, it's always been about doing the best at what I do. What that looks like for me, when I first got my first laptop, my first mic, the whole setup and everything, it was always a goal push with it.
Right.
So like starting off, I was like, okay, I got the opportunity to make music every day. How about I make at least one song every day?
Okay.
Or at this time, I'm not gonna lie, it was like 4 songs. I was doing it religiously at this point. But like I said, I've always thought the next step when it comes to music, whether it is, okay, first make the song, okay, get some visuals for the song, okay, how are you gonna market the song? All of that applies in the deeper aspect of what you're doing. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, the quality always enhances that. Yeah, like I said, it's always been something that I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
We going all the way. We're not just gonna have to. I love that. So, what is something that you noticed in the comparison of your music that you made in the beginning versus what you're making now? What's the difference?
I would say the storyline. I would say like the structure of how I actually make the music. I've always been able to flow and catch a rhythm. I'm very good at that, but the lyrics weren't always on point or weren't always, I'd say connecting to the audience. People with more.
So it's about the relatability now.
Exactly. Not even just the relatability, because at the end of the day, everybody's life is different.
Right.
Not everybody can relate with everybody, but just making sure that whatever it is that you're trying to get across, it actually is, you feel me, being received as not just such that, but they can get something off of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the perception is everything of how people look at it, and basically, if the story is everywhere, they can't even get a perception of it.
Right, because it's hard to keep up with.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
I
the way that's
understand
all
that.
over. Exactly. So, yeah, just getting the structure of the storyline right. So now when a listener listens to it, they can put themselves in those shoes and actually be like, you know what? Okay, I can relate to this, and the third. That comes after the fact. What's the story?
Right. That makes a whole lot of sense. So when you first started your music journey, did you have support early on, or did you kind of have to figure it out on your own?
So, let me say this first of all. My family has always supported me with everything that I do. They honestly believe that I have 110% more of what I even believe I have. So thank you to them. For sure. Shout out my mama, shout out my dad, shout out my granny, my auntie, all my people.
Everybody.
But I started making music in a group with my homies from high school. 2 homies, one named Bumpy Klein, another named Christopher, T-Bond, Bumpy Klein, that's his name and everything. But yeah, basically we were in a group called the Neighborhood Kings. And we basically came from the same area over, of course, the Black Beverly Hills area.
Right.
I'm gonna call it the Black Beverly Hills. That's
what it is, y'all.
We big on luxury, we big on royalty, y'all.
They doing it big out there.
Simple. But yeah, so that connection that we have, all being literally like within 3 minutes away from each other, we was with each other all the time.
It was automatic.
All the time. You know what I mean? It was literally automatic. Until one day, we all chose to take our separate paths with it. Some of us stayed more connected than we did prior. But
okay.
Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, when it came, what was the question?
Did you have support in the beginning, or did you have to figure it out by yourself?
I'd say yes, I had support, but that didn't mean I didn't still have to figure it out by myself.
Fair enough. It was like you had support in certain aspects, but there were still certain areas where you had to support yourself.
Exactly. So yeah, I for sure had a village of people that believed in my talent, believed in what I had and what I was capable of doing, but nobody initiated anything for me in this game. I initiated and took the steps
to get where you need to be.
Like I said, I'm far from where I want to be, but I'm glad to be where I'm at.
Amen. I love that. I love that. So we're gonna take a drive over down to your sound and your influences on how you were able to shape this. So I want to ask, who were the artists or sounds that really made you think that you wanted to create something like this, or you wanted to come and maybe sample something like this? Like, who were these people?
I'm gonna tell you the main person last because he been causing the storm again in reality recently. So I'm talking about him last. But the first, I'd say two artists, specifically both of them being from the West Coast. I'd say Kendrick for sure, and I'd say Blast.
Okay.
Reason I say Blast is because at heart I love to sing. Like I said, like I feel like me singing is like my sense of the Lord. You know, not to say that I may be specifically speaking in Christian terms or Christian language all the time, but I feel like it's a lot of soul behind it.
Right.
So that's why when it comes to me listening to Blast, I feel like he does a perfect way of still speaking his genuine truth. But
in a melodic way.
Exactly. So that's a lot of drive. Kendrick, he's the reason why I choose to be as lyrical as I am.
Right.
At the end of the day, I don't like the how do I even say it? The surface level bars. Though, yes, I feel like you have to get through those bars to get to the next level. You feel me? A lot of artists nowadays don't try to go to that next level.
So it's like it's about challenging yourself.
Literally, it's all about challenging yourself. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's about playing towards your crowd too, to where they can understand and they can relate to it. But like I said, for me as an artist, I've always thought about elevating the mind. I'm not saying that there's nobody out there that's elevating the mind, but at the end of the day, that's the type of crowd I want to grab attention with, or grab attention from. Yes, you feel me? Let's continue to elevate ourselves. That's what this circle is for. That's what people around us is for. We're here to see each other, not just for you to see me, and vice versa. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, people like that.
I like that. So were there any outside influences that helped you? So maybe it wasn't necessarily an artist, or it wasn't a sound that you heard. Maybe it was a fashion designer. I don't know. Like, who is somebody that maybe outside of music that may have given you creativity today?
Before I answer that, the other person was Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson!
Michael Jackson.
I gotta see this movie, y'all, and keep it off the ground. I just have to hold off for one more week, y'all.
They just need to start taking
So I can go with my Whoopi and go see it. But I gotta get on a plane to see my Whoopi. So y'all, give me a second. Just give me a chance. But but y'all, as you can see, the fashion show is live behind this curtain over here. It's getting ready to get started very, very soon. Vendors are happening. I see 2 gyms being set up. Liquor about to be out here. It's so many different things that are happening. So you hear things in the background, it's because it's about to be live. You are missing out on this. Don't do that next time. I'm telling you. So, like I said earlier, you told me that Michael Jackson was a big influence, right? And
the biggest.
The biggest. So, say for instance, Michael Jackson was in the room and you had to put on a song for Michael. What's one of your songs that you just have to show him, like, bro, I did this?
Hey, I got this song. Okay, I actually know exactly what song. So it's a song that I'm actually. Hey, wait, hold on. Hey, my boy, come here. I was just talking.
I'm trying to find napkins, bro.
Okay, you have to wait. Come here. I was just talking about a song.
You better maybe go on camera with greasy hands.
Yes.
Guys,
Oh my God, that's the other one. But yeah,
this is
basically,
one of the producers.
this is a producer, engineer, artist. This is Isaiah Merced.
They have me with greasy hands. But yes, I am all that and more and everything.
But she asked if there was a song, if Michael was here right now, Michael Jackson, there was a song we wanted to play for him, what song we would play? Baby, let me hold your tongue. I can feel the...
Really?
Yeah, so we got a track we performing tonight called Pressure. So for whoever is watching, make sure y'all everything he said.
For sure. Nice meeting you. Definitely gotta get him on the pod.
I mean, I would love that. I also. So where's she?
Right there.
Y'all give my boy some napkins, y'all.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We got a song called Pressure. We planning to drop that very soon. So yeah, like I said, we gonna debut. Well, not debut. We already debuted like 2 weeks ago. But we gonna keep performing and keep doing our thing with it. And once it's out, we gonna let all y'all know. Go tap in.
I love that. So let's take a drive down your creative process, because a lot of people see the end result, but we don't know how you got there. And it's a lot more respected to me when you see the journey and how somebody has come along the way to get to that end result rather than just seeing the result thinking that it was luck. So I want to talk about that. So what does your typical creative process look like in terms of you writing, maybe linking up with a producer, setting up your time to balance both your creative and your day-to-day? What does that look like for you? Because you work. So what is that?
Honestly, it's different every single time. Majority of the times, I have bars flying through my head. So I like to get them down on a note app or on a notepad, whatever is more convenient at the time. When I do collab with other producers and engineers, we come together and we try to configure a beat off of, may say, like I said, a thought that I may have. Because at the end of the day, on the production side, I'm just now getting into
Right.
I'm the producer for real. So, like I said, I'm just taking game from whatever room that I can take game from at this point on that aspect. But yeah, like I said, sometimes, you feel me, I write it, I come with it, we do it off that. Sometimes we just sit there and make a beat together, and we get into it, and me a song. I make freestyle over something.
It just depends on the vibe for the day. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like you create differently when you're inspired by something specifically, or when you have to be disciplined? Like you have it made up in your mind, I'm going to record this amount of songs, or I'm going to do this amount of work at a time. Like, do you do better when you're inspired, or when you set a goal for yourself?
That's a hard question.
I know. I'm good at this, guys.
On the discipline side, I feel like it is most definitely important to mark those times where you need to be like, okay, let me make 4 songs. Let me make whatever number of
this is so cute. This is.
But aside from that, I'd say mostly when I'm inspired by something, like you're really going through something like it's good or bad, and then letting that channel the creation or the creation. I feel like I make the best songs when it's like that. Because sometimes I'll be unaware of it. I'm just, okay, I hear this beat and it makes me feel this one feeling that I felt about this one specific topic. And now I'm on that topic when it comes to me making a song.
How do you feel about being assigned
Like you said before, the vibe. Like you said before, the vibe. But yeah, like I said, yeah, just a little bit of both. I really could say just a little bit of both. But most definitely when I'm inspired by something specific.
Yeah. I feel that. So, have you felt like there was a moment in time where people were actually paying attention versus like when you started with the music?
I'm not gonna lie, ever since I started, people have always walked up to me and they was like, oh bro, I see you doing your music thing, keep on, keep going. But a lot of the times as an artist, sometimes you don't even like acknowledge it too much. And I'm not saying that we don't appreciate it, or nor do I not appreciate it. It's just you so in your head about your own craft, you always trying to perfect everything that somebody's compliment may just go straight over your head. You feel me? Like you didn't even realize it because you're so locked in though. You feel me? So yeah, I honestly would say ever since I started dropping music per se, people have always started showing love. You feel me? They always, you feel me, let me know that they see my music and they see that I'm doing my thing. Sheesh, for me, I just need to start taking it in with more love.
Okay.
That. So now, you feel me? I guess you could say I can push out better content that shows. You feel me? Okay, I see what y'all doing for me. Let me continue to do for y'all. More or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So, around this time next year, where do you see yourself?
On stages, touring, traveling around the world. I'm not saying they gotta be the highest, but
But we're leaving.
you feel me? Yeah, like I said, one that I'm gonna say, you feel me, and let's put this one in God's hands. Hopefully I'm away from my 9 to 5. Hopefully, we can live this entire artist lifestyle, entertainment lifestyle to a bigger aspect. Like I said, all in God's time. Best believe, it's a lot of things that needs to be done prior to, like I said, a year from now. We getting them done right now.
I know that's right. Check it off the list one by one. Don't give yourself too much pressure to show up to be anybody else but you, because you're doing a great job at it. And I feel like every time I see you, you're doing something better and better and better. And the next stage you build yourself. And I think that's very important for the type of vibe that you're trying to do, basically, which is build a community, continue to grow as an artist, and continue to take different endeavors as well to keep growing in your influence. So I want to ask you, do you see your sound changing anytime soon, or do you think that you have found it?
My sound is continuously changing. And I'm not even saying that like, I don't know, I feel like my voice is the part of my sound that sticks. So like I could be on a Detroit beat today, a West Coast beat tomorrow, a whole Funkadelic beat the next day, but it all still, I guess you could say, meets in the same world because of the way I carry myself. But I'd say right now it's like West Coast is where I'm at specifically. And like I said, I don't know. I just feel like our city doesn't get enough love. So I'm gonna keep repping my city until the love is given to us, and I'm not saying I'm gonna take it away.
We don't get no love. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I told you, I went to school in the South, and every time I cut our music on, they was like, "Please shut this off."
Come on, bro.
And they play like the classics, the BS, like Buzz Down, Tatiana, Soul City.
Cause that's all. It's certain songs in the West
like
Coast.
you know what I'm saying? Like they might play a little Nipsey, the last time that I checked. You know what I'm saying? They might throw that one in there. They couldn't. They not like us. They blew that one out the water.
That's just portion of the culture.
But like they will give us bits and pieces, but they won't give us our full credit. And I cannot stand that. Like I don't understand it for the life of me. Like y'all want to dress like us. You want to play our music from time to time. You don't even know you playing our music on TikTok, but you don't want to give us the credit. Y'all doing our dances. Come on,
It's a
babe.
crazy world out here.
Like,
I the West Coast, but I'm not gonna lie. For me, being the underdog has always been, something.
it's okay. We're still showing up in y'all cities, turning it out.
Literally.
It's no competition, but let's give credit where credit is due. That's all I'm saying. I'm not competing with nobody. I'm
I'm competing with me, myself, and I.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm that. I'm not competing with nobody.
But just know, when I say the West on top, the West really on top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We really that. Like let's West up for Bitches Tuesday. Like y'all know what it is. But I'm not from Oakland. But y'all get the points. California is rolling, and y'all don't even know that y'all repeating us. Like chill out. But trendsetters. But let's get into it. Because we talking about trends. Finish this sentence. I know I made it when.
My bank account busting out my pocket. I know I made it when I could buy my mama a house.
Okay.
My mama already got a man and he bought her a house. But,
Ooh. Shout out mommy.
Shout out Richard, my brother.
Shout out Richard.
Big dog.
But seriously though,
Bro,
what's up with you, dude? You got places to be? Stop hitting snooze. But because that's the issue, he keeps hitting snooze. He's not turning it off.
I'll be okay.
So let's keep talking. So the point is that I really appreciate you coming and talking to me today. And I wanted to ask you, is there anything that we should be on the lookout for? I guess some exclusives, maybe anything coming up soon that I need to know about that I can share with the people.
I would say just a lot of motion in general. I already told you about pressure. Pressure about to be coming out doing this thing. Me and my boy D-Von, one of the homies I was talking about before, we about to start dropping a lot of music. The world hasn't got a chance to see us together yet, so just know it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wicked. That's all I need to tell you about that. Aside from that, you feel me? It's about to be a crazy SMO, slow hours, GPO. It's about to be a crazy summer. That's all y'all need to know. Simple as that. That's the only other thing.
Y'all, it's about to get tricky out here, and he already dropped us into the last category of the night. So, you guys, he talked about Status Quo, which is a female collective based out of Los Angeles, California. These 5 women have banded together to represent what is the essence of being a black woman, which is being successful, which is being a hard worker, which is being determined, which is being ambitious. And these women have hosted events that recently just passed. They've had 2 photo shoots, and they're also going to have more collabs happening in the future with Slow Hours and other amazing photographers moving forward. We are looking for people who are involved with any type of brands, any type of community outreach that can come reach out and help out with our project so far. He has been working really hard to make sure that we are able to do the things that we've been doing. I've been working side by side to make sure that we can figure out what is next for us. So if you guys are not familiar, I need you guys to follow us on Instagram at the Status Quo. They will be, well, a few of them will be walking in the show today. So if you are not tapped in, we are all over the place. So if you don't see us on the page, it's probably because we're working. So just make sure that you're tapped in with Status Quo, okay? Hello. And also within Status Quo, I wanted to talk to you about what was your purpose with that? Like, what is next up? What is your overall dream?
For Status Quo. So first off, let me say shout out my boy GPO. It wouldn't, I mean, me and DJ, we literally basically the same thing with all of the other brands that everybody else around us in this collective have. Like, it's all meant to continue the push for all of us. You know, like I said, we're partnered with these girls, and these girls, they have their own independent portfolios, they're entrepreneurs, entertainers, influencers, and basically, like I said, being from LA, sometimes you just get put in the wash. Everybody wants to be a content creator, everybody wants to be an influencer, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur.
You just kind of get stuck in the loop.
Exactly, and the worst part about it is that everybody in LA, they like to divide themselves into specific groups. You feel me? Which is not a bad thing. You get it. You feel me? Everybody got their friend groups. You feel me? They business groups, the people that make money with.
It gets cliquey though.
Exactly. You feel me? To where now it's kind of like, oh, we're against that group, and it's like, no, that's not even how it's
That's not
supposed
what
to be.
we're doing. Why we can't all get some?
Literally, so like one thing about the Status Quo, it was literally meant to spotlight the women in LA and what they do. You feel me? And like I said, when it comes to me and DJ, we handle the behind the scenes on the media side, and every once in a while we have an opinion that we feel like to share to the growth of Status Quo that we give it. But at the end of the day, you feel me? Like I said before, this is the girls. This is something for them. Like I said, continue to push content, continue to get brand activation started, and really just continue to spread out into the community. Girl power.
We love that. And you guys know I'm all for the girls. You guys, I'm basically gonna be here to help. Just make sure that everything is concise, kind of organized, things of that nature, helping on the communication side. So if you guys are interested in collabing with us, you can always reach out to me directly or himself, and we can always make something shake. So just let us know and we'll make it happen. Moving forward from that, some of these ladies that are gonna be walking and other people that I've had in the past. You guys know about my brand at Living by Ladies. We are coming back very, very soon with some new styles, specifically for the men. We are coming out with a men's line for summer 2026. So I hope you guys are very ready for that, because I have been dropping line after line for the girls, and we love that, but I feel like there needs to be something for the men. So this summer, keep your eyes peeled for me. Living by Ladies summer 2026 men's line is on the way. I cannot wait for you guys to see what I have on my sleeve. Last but not least, I wanted to talk to you about finishing the work. I know that it's easy to start a project. We get this dopamine fix when we start something for the first time. But what is your advice about people who are starting a project and they are having a hard time finishing it?
Don't put a time on anything you do creative-wise, project-wise. If it's not a label or somebody specifically that is giving you a deadline, there's no reason to put a time limit on it, because now you're going to rush the process and you're not going to give yourself the full time to actually sit with what you have in front of you. You feel me? So, yeah, like I said, that's probably one thing, and one thing that I for sure have learned on my journey the most, understanding that things don't have to be rushed, nor do things have to be in a specific set format. You feel me? There's always room for changes, and there's always room, for improvement. But yeah, you feel me? Just don't overload yourself thinking, oh, I gotta do this
right now.
You feel me? Like, just day by day, do what you can do.
One break at a time.
Exactly. Take your time as you doing it. You feel me? If you need a break, take that break, step back, and revisit. You feel me? Simple as that. So.
And that's how I feel about it too. I feel like I've had a lot of different things. We've done the sunglasses, we've done photography, we're doing podcasting, we're therapists. We're doing a lot of different things, and it makes me feel good when I get started. But sometimes in the midst of it, when you're in the thick of it, when you're at that deadline between almost done and finished, it gets tricky, because at that point it's like you're at that final push of, do I really want to do this, or am I really gonna just lay back on my behind and just let life happen? So I know that having that motivation and having that push at the last drive is very hard. So what motivates you at the very end to get that last step?
The fact that I'm Damn, hold on.
I got him again, y'all.
What motivates me? What motivates me? I would say what motivates me is the fact that there's sometimes no acknowledgement. Honestly, like I feel like the one thing about me is like I do really move in the shadows when it comes to like everything else I do. Like I'm just now. Yeah, I'm saying it all the time. But no, but I just now started accepting being seen in other roles of life, whether that's brand ambassadors or acting. For me, I've just now started to accept those things in the eyes of the world. But in reality, I've always wanted to let my music speak for itself. Me do my music, and behind the scenes, I handle my business. And the reason of that is because I don't know. I just feel like on the business side, it's a lot more of a strategic movement with me. And I want to be able to have full accessibility to it without having to connect it with my music rights. I really love being behind the scenes for other people too. So if I could do that without, you feel me, oh my God, it's real, and then I steal the show, you feel me, like no.
That blows it all
You
down.
feel me? I'm a regular person just like everybody else in the room. Yeah, I may got some motion and I may got some, cloud under my name, whatever it may look like to you. But at the end of the day, we all in the same.
Okay. I like that. So, we are coming towards the tail end of the podcast, and I wanted to ask you if there was any advice that you can give to any new creatives that are coming onto the scene in this area specifically. What advice would you give?
It's not advice, it's more of me just telling you, excuse my French, but you that motherfucker.
Boom!
Don't care what nobody say, be stuck in your delusion, be stuck in your confident state, you that motherfucker.
I like
Nobody
that.
else can tell you that. No matter if they say they fuck with your shit or not, you that motherfucker, regardless, because you doing what you do.
I love that. And personally, is there anything that you would like to ask me?
How does it feel to be in a position to, literally interview so many, I would say the rising stars?
The purpose of this podcast was to talk to the people who I feel like haven't had the mic to their mouth. There's a lot of people who are creative, there's a lot of people that do a lot of amazing things, and they're in the works of it. And of course you're going to get it on the back end, but you need to know that you're great right now. And that is what my goal is. And it feels really good to be a turning point for a lot of people and also getting to meet them in the midst of what they're doing. Because the thing is that also drives me to continue to push. There's times where I have moments where I almost get lost in what I'm doing, where I lose my drive. And then I see other people still fighting for what they want in whatever lane that may be. It may not be mine, but they're still fighting. So it feels good to know that as I continue to do this and as I continue to meet people, they're still fighting too. So that's basically like one of those things that make me feel really good about
like that. That was good at that.
So guys, before I close this out, just remember no matter who you are, what you are, where you are, just keep fighting and do exactly what you want to do and what you're placed here to do. And if it's on your spirit, it's on your mind, it's meant for your body to carry it out. So go ahead and do it, y'all.
Nobody but yourself.
Hello. Where can we find you so that we can stay connected with you?
On socials, I go by BGF, IGOBY, BGF. Dropping platforms, I go by Real, RHEL. All platforms, search me up, listen to the music. If you got your own opinion, I would love to hear your opinion.
Love that.
I would love it. I don't care if you think it's the best song in the world or you want to see me 6 feet under because you didn't like it that much. But either way,
drop the info.
it ain't no
Are you taking features right now? Like, what's the info with that? Like, how do you work with that?
I am a very, 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 I would like to say exclusive artist when it comes to features and everything because, of course, you don't resonate with everybody.
That's fair.
But at the same time, like I said, I'm always willing to take a listen and to have a conversation.
Okay.
So most definitely, if you are artists out there that would like to collab,
he will see you out.
We're going to see what we can do.
He'll see you out. Well, you guys, this was episode 25 of Unfiltered Conversations with my favorite.
Shout out to 25. Shout out to 25.
We will be linking up again and probably having an episode with the girls coming up very, very soon. So you guys be ready for that. This is, like I said, the set of the Slow Hours fashion show that will be happening literally in the the next hour and a half. So if you guys are not outside that door just yet, you better get here right now, baby
Please
girl.
do.
I'm telling you, baby boy, whoever
Seats
you
are
are,
limited.
get here right now.
Don't
The
wanna be
music
caught
is
slipping.
starting. The vendors are setting up. Everything is happening right now. Cannon is in the back. He's getting it ready. Don't miss this, okay? And last but not least, like I said, thank you guys so much for tapping into Unfiltered Conversations, episode 25. I am your host, Lynn Simone, and you can find us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Twitch. And we're working on that Patreon, y'all, so be ready to have that $5, baby. Because that's all it's going to cost to come sit with me and have exclusive conversations and exclusive episodes with you before that will not be on YouTube, Twitch, or anywhere else. So you guys make sure that you get ready for this content. Thank you so much again for tapping in with me. And I'm your host, Lynn Simone. Bye-bye. We done, chat! Damn! Alright, my face is free now.
My man's on.
They can still see you. But guys, we're done. We did it.
We did
So,
it. Thank you, Lay.
oh, thank you. I'll get up.
Most definitely.
Oh, you guys, I'm gonna see you guys literally in a little bit. Mwah. I